There's no right or wrong answer. I'm not going to judge you for whatever your answer may be. I'm here to ask you these things because I'm genuinely curious about you. I genuinely want to get to know you better, and I'm not a small talk person. I want to get into deep conversations, and I feel like the only way to understand somebody is through deep conversations. So again, no judgment here at all. What is the most surprising fact you've learned about yourself? Okay. What are your favorite shows to watch? Okay, that's awesome. Are you usually early or late to places, events, whatever the case may be? Okay. What is your favorite drink? It can be coffee, juice, it can include anything that's drinkable. Okay, that's awesome. What is your dream car? That's awesome. Mine's a Tesla, so I love that car so much. What skill would you like to master? Okay. What website do you visit the most? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. What takes up too much of your time? Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's okay. How different was your life 1 year ago? That one's important because I feel like, I know for me, life was completely different a year ago. And in a good way, it's gotten better, it's gotten more exciting and interesting. I feel like setting goals and trying to get those accomplished is a way to look forward to things and having a better quality of life, if that makes sense. I'm not a therapist or anything, but from my perspective, that's what's helped me. How do you spend your weekends? Okay. What has impacted you the most? Yeah, that's a deep one there. It's good to know things like this because you can ask these questions, you think about it, and you answer, and then it kind of shapes you as a person because you get to reflect on yourself, which is amazing, and see the things that you can change or do better, because I know I definitely can do a lot of things better, and it's good to even ask myself these questions and figure out maybe some root of some issues or why, we are the way we are. So what makes you different than others? That's awesome. It's good to know what makes you different than others, because that means that, what I think it means that you kind of know yourself and you're kind of comfortable in your own skin, and being different than other people is not a bad thing. It's a good thing, and your differences is what makes you unique as a person. So don't ever think that if you're so different than other people that it's a bad thing. People love different. People love following That's awesome. How is your relationship with your parents? What is your favorite book or books? That's awesome. I love knowing what people's favorite books are because I will go to my Amazon cart and start like getting all of the books that someone recommends me because I'm not a big, well, growing up I wasn't a big reader at all. I hated it. I hated reading, math. I think I just didn't like school at all, honestly. And I didn't have good teachers, but, or not saying that I didn't have good teachers, but I guess there were just so many students that teachers just kind of pushed everybody along, like, just go kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but now I try to read as much as possible. And I'm like, wow, if I would have had this passion for reading a long time ago, life would be a lot different. But I'm happy that I discovered my love for reading and educating myself. Education is so important to me, and I feel like no matter what this world takes from us, money, materialistic things, anything like that, they can never take away our knowledge or the education that we invested over the years. So, sorry, I'm going on a rant here, but it's good to read for sure. And just a few more questions and I'll get out of your hair. Who is your role model? Okay. What are your ambitions in life? Those are some good ambitions. It's good to have ambitions because it's, again, to what I was said before, it helps you be excited about life. It helps you have things to look forward to and just gives you an overall better quality of life. And I understand sometimes that having goals and ambitions, it can be stressful at times, you know, and things don't come easy, especially nowadays, but having that ambition and determination to accomplish your goals is pretty amazing, no matter how small or big they are. Always celebrate the small wins until you get to your big win, is how I think of it. So, alright, let's see. What's your favorite place to vacation to? Good choices. What do you like doing in your free time? Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. How important is family to you? And family can include friends because family and friends kind of are in one. What was the best phase of your life? Okay. I don't know how I feel about that question because it's like, what's the best phase of your life? And you shouldn't be like stuck in the past, as well as you shouldn't hate the phase you're in now. So I don't know, I feel like life is one big phase and there's ups and downs throughout your life, that there's always going to be good and bad phases, the best phases, the not so best phases, and it's not just like a one-time thing. But I know sometimes people are like, oh, when I was in high school, those were the best years of my life. Your life hadn't even started yet. I don't know. It's just funny to hear that, but life isn't really what you make it. a relationship deal breaker for you?